Hi everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I'm here to share the final layout that I'm doing for my summer holiday challenge. And this is where I challenged you to pull out your holiday supplies and use them in your pages. Whether you are actually scrapbooking holiday pages or not, just pull out those holiday supplies and use them. Especially now that we're into summer, at least here where I am in North Carolina, it's quite hot and quite not holiday like, at least not Christmas holiday like. And so I just thought it'd be nice to go ahead and have these supplies out just kind of as a reminder of the snow and other things that we're not getting right now. It's quite hot. We actually just went swimming yesterday and I got sunburned. So that doesn't really happen in the winter, at least not around here. So pull out those holiday supplies and use them. So as you can see, I have a wood grain background here. And then I also have some silver laced washi tape. Now I cut out the part of the video where I trimmed that lace out because there was actually just clear, like a clear piece of washi on top of it, creating a solid like straight line across the top, but I didn't like the way that that looked on top of the wood veneer. So not wood veneer, on top of the wood grain pattern. So I just trimmed around the lace pattern, and then I had to add some red sticky line tape behind that because it just was not sticky enough. I believe that this washi tape is from Target. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, no, that was a Little Bee washi tape, but it just was not very sticky, which is fine. I will add adhesive to the back. I like the way that it looks. So for me, that's fine having to add adhesive. I backed my photo on some fun foam to give it a little bit of dimension. And then I am punching a whole bunch of little holes, and I'm just punching like 4 little holes. And then I'm going to make an X pattern with my white embroidery floss. And I will show you a little bit of what I'm doing, and then you will see the end result. This is very much a subtle element that I'm adding to this page, but I wanted to add things to this page without adding a lot of bulk and not adding a lot of clutter. And so adding these little like X's with the white embroidery floss really adds something to the background without adding a lot of extra bulk to it. And my whole thought was, so this is a photo of Kaylin and I in front of a Christmas tree, just a very large lit up Christmas tree at an at an outside like shopping center that we frequent quite a lot. And it just, you cannot even really see us in the photo, but you can see the beautiful Christmas tree there. And so I was kind of mimicking the lights off that Christmas tree, or maybe the stars in the sky, with these little stitched X's. And then I am also going to add those wood veneer stars that you see right next to my layout here on my mat. Now I have another little piece of silver washi tape that I'm going to layer down here at the very bottom under my photo. And this is just to add a little bit more of a grounding point for this. And then I really like that silver. And it was the very last little bit of this washi tape. So I wanted to include it because I love this washi tape. I wanted to make sure I used it in every last little bit of washi tape that was on that roll. There we go. Had a hard time getting the backing off. Sometimes that happens to me. I have nails and everything, and I still have a hard time getting the backing off sometimes. Now the edge I felt like needed a little bit of a something, so I'm just outlining with my felt tip flare pen. And this kind of creates the background. I'm going to add a couple more things, but I'm going to keep this layout fairly simple. I want, like I said, I really wanted it to be a simple layout, but decorative, not real bulky, but still very pretty. And that's kind of what I was going for. So I'm not exactly sure what my title is going to be other than Christmas Tree. And it's going to end up evolving into Oh Giant Christmas Tree. I love these stickers. I like the font. However, if you can tell, they're not sticky. A lot of the adhesive is staying on the sticker sheet. Christmas was just too long to put there, so I'm trying to decide where else I would like to put it. So it's going to go up here at the top. And this is going to evolve, as I mentioned. And these, so the thing about these stickers, they are, let's see if I can remember what they are. I do know what they are. I wrote it down. They're American Crafts stickers in Kinsey in cream. So when I first purchased them, I actually thought they were white until I started putting them up against other elements, and they are definitely cream. So I don't use them very often because I use a lot of white pattern, white cardstock, and a lot of white elements in my scrapbooking, so I sometimes have a hard time mixing the white and the cream. But with this background, with the wood grain background, there's a lot of cream and brown in it, and I do have the white border around my photo, so this one actually ends up being a layout where I can mix both of them and it does not bother me at all. So I took the opportunity to use these thickers for this because I really do love this font. Have my little box of all my alpha stickers. I've kind of transitioned my alphas in this little box that stays on my desk because they were getting lost in that top tray of my Rascog, which is also where I keep my thickers. The little sticker sheets, because they were so small, were kind of just getting jumbled up and smushed in there. So I took them out and I put them in this clear box that stays on my desk. And I pulled out a couple of different options here, and I ended up going with this really skinny black letter sticker, and these are from Stampin' Up's Project Life. I think so. Yes, it's the Project Life kit that I got from Stampin' Up. These are the alphas that were in there. And that background paper, just in case you're curious, the wood grain is from the October Afternoon Silent Night collection, and it's called the First Noel paper. Have this really pretty pink heart tag from Ellie Studio that I am going to use right under my title up here at the top. And I like that it brings in a really soft pink color to this layout. And I am going to pull out another washi tape here in a moment that is a pink lace and just use it in a few little places to highlight a couple different areas of the layout. I have all of these little die cuts that I pulled out before the video started, and these are from Ellie Studio. I just kind of flipped through to see what I would want to work with. I wasn't sure if I wanted pink and navy, navy and teal, teal and pink. And I pulled out some reds too, obviously, because this is a Christmas layout, so I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to use, and then I had grays as well. So I've just kind of layered a couple different things here on my layout, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. I'm going to end up with a little cluster right here to the left of the photo, a cluster down to the right side of the photo at the bottom, and then of course my title cluster at the top. And I pulled out two of the asterisks that were on that same thicker sheet to include down here at the bottom right, just to bring that same color as well as the same font down here at the bottom. Now I will, because these stickers are not at all sticky, I will be adhering them with some Tombow Mono multi-glue here in a moment, which I will spare you having to watch through all that. But first I'm going to do some stamping. And I have this one large label at the bottom that I really like in that teal, but it's not going to end up staying here on the layout, but I really like the color of it. Those are from the Jonah collection, I believe, from Ellie Studio. They're called Jonah labels. I believe they fit with the alpha pretty well. So I was brave and stamped right on this label that says captured in it, so it didn't work. I was stamping holiday cheer and it just didn't stamp completely, so I stamped it on a piece of scrap paper and then just cut it out and put it right over top the original stamping that I tried to do. I'm going to create a banner end here to go off the end of this little tag, and I'm layering that over the little ticket that says Happy Moments. So it says Happy Moments Captured, Holiday Cheer. I'm going to do a little bit of layering down under the side of the photo over here, and it's the one that I'm trimming right now says So Bright in the teal, and then the pink one says Documented. So it's going to say Documented, So Bright. And I could add some journaling there if I want to, but there's really not any journaling to add. This is just a photo of us standing up from a Christmas tree. This Christmas tree means nothing to us. I just thought it was pretty with the lights. And again, you can't even see us. Truly, you really cannot see us. So I'm adding some Tombow Mono on the back of my fun foam here that I'm using. The fun foam is just some foam that you can get from the craft store. It's adhesive on one side, so that's the side that I'd adhered to the photo, and then the other side is not adhesive, and so I just use some Tombow Mono multi-glue to glue it down. I like using foam tape, but it's not always the most cost effective to purchase, so if I find a good deal on it, I will purchase it. If I don't, I'll just use this fun foam or extra packaging that I have in my stash to add some dimension to my photos. That's all I really need, is some dimension, so it doesn't really matter to me what form or shape it comes in. I just don't want to spend too much on it when you don't even see it. Had a Doodlebug design paper clip here. I wanted to put it over the photo, but it was bending my photo, so I'm just going to put it on top of my tag up here at the top. It takes me a little bit to kind of finagle it the way I want. Those Doodlebug paper clips, they're called mini clips, I believe. Yeah, I believe they're called just mini paper clips, and that's in Beetle Black. it is quite stiff, I guess you could say. So you kind of have to be careful I've ripped papers putting it on there before, so just be careful whenever you use them. So I've got all of my title here adhered. I spared you probably the 5 minutes it took me to do that. There's no need for you to watch that. And then I'm just placing the title. So it says, "Oh Giant Christmas Tree." I have all my little wood veneer stars that I have scattered across the whole page, and they're just intermixed between the stitched little X's or stars that I made in the background. So I just really like the effect of the entire background. You'll be able to see in the still photos a little bit better how that stitching ended up, but it's definitely noticeable in person. It's very subtle, as you can see on the computer screen right now, but I really like the way that it adds just a little bit extra. I had a few little wood veneer hearts that I'm including. I'm including one down here at the bottom next to the happy moments, and then one up here at the top near the "Oh Giant Christmas Tree," but that heart looked like it was floating, so I'm going to put a little something underneath. And this is where I'm pulling out that really pretty pink lace washi tape, and it is a die cut lace washi tape, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I think that is from Target. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I wrote down, that's from Target, that I got it at the dollar spot. And it's not the same pink. It's a little bit more of a purpley pink, but it just really is very pretty. So I'm layering a little bit under here where it says "Holiday Cheer." I'm going to layer a little bit at the top right here under my little heart. And then I'm just going to add a little final last piece on the bottom left of the layout, just to have a third place for it to come out. Trimming off the edge of my tag. Sometimes I forget to do that, but of course you have to do that in order for it to fit into your page protector. So I wanted it a third place and I wasn't exactly sure. So I'm just going to put it down here at the bottom left. Very simple. Just to bring a little extra something, kind of create that visual triangle again. I'm almost done, but I am going to add a little bit more stamping. And then also another little bit of teal. So the only place that I have teal right now is the little "So Bright" tab right under my photo. So I need teal in one other spot. It doesn't have to be real bold, but it does need to be there because I just have teal in one spot. I'm actually going to end up adding 2 more little bits of teal. One of them is very subtle, but I'll show you where that is. And so I've just done my little stamping that says "Merry and Bright," and that helps make that little cluster with the heart look like it's not just quite floating so much. This is where I notice, okay, I've got one little bit of teal. What else can I include? And I find this one diamond that says "This Moment." So I'm going to trim off the little triangular pieces and make it kind of more of a, what is that, a hexagon shape, and it just says "This Moment." So I'm going to layer it right down here at the bottom. And then I think, okay, well, I could use one more little bit at the top. So I'm taking one of those little triangles and creating a bit of an arrow. And I'm just going to put it right here pointing to the "Oh Giant Christmas Tree," but I'm going to trim it down because it's quite large, which is kind of funny because it's going to be right next to the word "giant." But anyways, I didn't think about that at the time. So I'm going to layer it up here, and then I am going to pull out a few little rhinestones to scatter across the page. I like the idea of having all these little bitty elements just kind of scattered across my page. I think it adds a lot because I was definitely going for the starry night kind of look to my layout, and I'm just going to scatter those about. Again, no real rhyme or reason, just kind of everywhere. And then that's going to complete this layout. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you have enjoyed my challenge, and I hope you have participated if you can. And that's it. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.